From a young age, we are taught to play a specific waiting game. We are trained to stand still and wait for our turn. Most people operate under an unwritten contract. It suggests that if you adapt to the system around you and show unwavering loyalty to an employer or an institution, you will be granted security. This arrangement feels safe. It allows us to outsource the heavy lifting of figuring out our life's direction to an external authority. But playing by these rules merely guarantees stagnation. You end up waiting for a payoff that may never arrive. Author Tapiwa Wenjere documented the reality of this arrangement in his book Dependency Weakens a Man. Growing up, his environment conditioned him to rely entirely on others to set his trajectory. He was taught to look outward for permission and direction. He poured years of service, sacrifice, and trust into these relationships. He upheld his end of the contract, yet the promised rewards and advancement never materialized. Firm, Tapiwa discovered that yielding his direction to others had created a quiet, self-inflicted form of bondage. Losing your autonomy happens through a slow, almost invisible erosion of the self. This diagram illustrates how dependency operates across three specific vectors. The first is financial reliance. When you rely entirely on another entity for your survival, you forfeit your capacity to take risks. The second vector is emotional reliance. You hand over control of your self-worth, allowing your confidence to be dictated by someone else's approval. The third is psychological reliance. By constantly asking others what you should do, the internal mechanism required to form independent thought atrophies. These three forces operate simultaneously to strip away your identity. Eventually, the person you were meant to become shatters. What you initially perceived as a protective support system operates as an invisible cage. For Tapiwa, the breaking point arrived through the severe pain of unfulfilled expectations. He realized that the institutions and individuals he relied on were completely unwilling to build his future for him. He reached a cold, inescapable conclusion. No one is coming to save you. Moving past that realization requires a difficult transition. You have to stop acting as a passive passenger and actively seize the wheel. Taking total control means there is no one else to blame for a wrong turn. That independence is the only way to ensure the destination is actually yours. Breaking out of comfortable, limiting environments creates immense friction. You forge independence exclusively through the daily practice of making difficult, autonomous decisions without a safety net. You trade the quiet, lingering misery of dependency for the acute, temporary pain of building a self-directed path. Strength grows as you survive the immediate fallout of claiming your autonomy. This entire journey is summarized in the defining thesis of Tapiwa's book, Dependency Weakened Me, but Truth Rebuilt Me. That truth is radical personal responsibility, the uncompromising ownership of your own failures and successes. Take a hard look at your own life. Identify the areas where you are still waiting for external direction or validation. You can continue waiting for a promised future that does not exist, or you can sever the ties of dependency and create your own path.